Welcome to Daytime Ottawa here on Rogers TV. What a great show. You know, I got to kick off just by saying to all of our Canadian athletes, what a tremendous job you've been doing. We're so proud of you. Win or lose, so proud of you. But that Canadian women's soccer team, I was losing my mind. What an I mean, despite everything that's happened, so hats off to all of our athletes, in particular our Canadian women's soccer team. Just an incredible story. We've got a great show for you. We're talking fireworks. We're talking summer camp for adults, okay? Women in particular on the show today. I know my first guest is losing her mind already. We're going to talk a little Pop Shop All-Stars, but we start with Mom in the Know, Julie Finley here in the kitchen, ambassador for Foodland Ontario. How are you?
I'm so good, thank you. Now I'm like,
you're like pumped.
Oh,
you're like
yeah.
getting
And the fireworks
over there.
last night were amazing.
I was taught, so Julie, who is the president and CEO, right,
Yeah.
of Les Grands Feux de Casino Lac Limy. I was talking to her in the green room, and I am a fireworks fanatic,
Oh,
right?
I know.
So I was telling her all about last night and how she goes, "Why am I even here? You should just do the interview." No, Julie knows a lot more than I do, and she'll be coming up. But you were there last night too. It was amazing.
Fantastic. Yeah. Great food, great chefs, great things to do for all the families.
Absolutely.
So it's great.
Yeah.
But there's lots of other things. The long weekend is coming.
Yes.
I want to know what's on people's menus, so of course reach out to me on socials, MITK. You know, I'd like to see what's going on. But I've got a couple of easy desserts, and this one is going to blow your mind. Do you like tiramisu?
Oh, I love tiramisu.
So do I, and I think I was chicken to make it. But foodlandontario.ca will have the recipe for you under TV recipes.
Okay.
Super easy. What I've done ahead of time, I can come in here now.
Yeah.
What I've done ahead of time is I've got 2/3 of fresh orange juice in here.
Okay.
Okay, and I've actually added a bit more because the other option is you could add an orange liqueur.
Okay.
You have the lovely job of taking ladyfingers. Everybody, this is what softens up once the juice goes into them. They're Italian delicacy. You can find them at any of your grocery stores in the cookie section.
Right.
Or anywhere, yeah.
Any specialty Italian shops too?
So you are just going to do this at the bottom. You don't need to grease your pan at all. It's just going to be liquid.
Well,
you're going to put that in there.
That's easy.
What I've done ahead of time is I've taken 1.5 cups of whipping cream and I've whipped it so it's nice soft peaks.
Okay.
And then the other key ingredient to the tiramisu is mascarpone. And that is like a nice cheese that when whipped together. So it comes in your regular container.
Right.
Feta cheese, bocconcini, all those. It's in that section.
Okay.
This one does come out a little thicker, but I went ahead and whipped it together with a little bit of sugar and orange rind. Just add a bit.
Nice.
So I am just going to combine these two. You're allowed to break the lady fingers.
Okay, I was just about to ask permission. I don't want to go rogue here. You saw my face. Say, what do I do now?
Okay, and what we're going to do is we're just going to take the whipped cream and we're going to fold it inside to the mascarpone and the sugar.
So that means you're not really stirring like crazy. You want to keep the fluff? Is that the idea?
Keep the fluff, exactly, because the whipped cream can go pretty flat.
I've got extra orange juice. Do I pour this over?
Not yet, but very good question, because you're going to have a second layer.
Oh, yes.
You get so excited
I love tiramisu.
So,
I've never made it before.
Where are my strawberries?
What have you done with
little
your strawberries?
You know what?
There's some here.
There are some, but I have not taken the stems off. But to everyone at home, two things. You can eat those stems. They can be blended. You can do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut them up for this. And the other thing is strawberries available pretty much until October.
Okay.
We have the everberries, and then we do go into greenhouse strawberries, so all year round.
Right.
But of course, if you love the field strawberries, take advantage of them. Freeze them by putting them on.
Freeze them is a great idea.
So the whole idea of that is that flash freeze where you put them on your cookie sheet so they don't touch each other right away, and you put them in the freezer for about 10-15 minutes. Then they'll freeze on their own in their own little spot.
Okay.
And then you put them in a bag and put the date on them just so you know which ones to use. We have done this layer.
Do I get to do another?
You get to do another. And I think what I'm going to do first, before you do that, you got a little excited, is I'm going to switch up my tiramisu.
I swear.
I
listened to instruction well. I promise all our other guests, if you're watching out there in the green room.
I just like to change things up because I'm going to change it.
Okay.
To blueberry and blueberries. So again, take advantage exactly of what is in season, and we've got lots of it. And anytime you want to know, foodlandontario.ca.
All right.
Well, you finish that. I'm going to go into nectarine turnovers.
Oh.
Super easy. Puff pastry. This is so easy. So puff pastry, you buy it, comes in 2 sheets. Unroll it. I've already buttered it, and I've actually put light icing sugar on it.
Nice.
I'm going to cut it into 9 squares, so 3 by 3.
Yeah.
And this is so easy. I'm going to I've already taken my nectarines. Nectarines, you always know, are the ones that have that lovely yellow flesh in them when you cut them open.
Yeah, because sometimes you can confuse them with peaches, which I think you brought peaches too, right?
I did bring
peaches. Peaches are the fuzzy, these are the shiny.
These are the shiny, exactly. And you're literally going to just fold over. Your oven's going to be at 350.
Okay.
You're going to fold these over just like that. A little bit of a pinch. And then you're going to take some melted butter, butter them on top, and then you're going to add a little bit of icing sugar right on top. You're going to put those in the oven once we do all 9 of them for about 20 minutes. And I'm going to give you this to bite into.
I have to taste test?
I felt like a chef when I was doing these too. They're so lovely.
Chef.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's fun. Okay, the last thing. Peaches. So for all of these tender fruit, you'll be able to find out when they're in season. Foodlandontario.ca. I'm going to say it again. But peaches, you're always looking to. There's a lot of people, and when you go get them, it's like squeeze the Charmin. You don't have to squeeze.
Don't squeeze peaches, right? Am I right?
Squeeze peaches.
Don't squeeze the peaches.
No, and if they're not ripe, you leave them outside to ripen. If they overripe, because sometimes it happens in a day. We have a couple of hot days, and then boom, all your peaches are ready.
So literally leave them outside if you got like a little shelf in the.
Oh, absolutely. And then when they are ripe, leave them in the fridge for about a week. If they're overripe, you're going to put them in the slushy. When's the last time you had a peach slushy?
I haven't had a peach slushy in years.
All you need to do, I was going to bring on the machine, but it'd be too much and we always run out of time. You're literally going to take 4 peaches. You're going to slice them up. Easy way to slice them up is doing the 4 ways and then rip them apart. And you're going to put them in your blender. We actually have lucked out and had a really great blender.
Watch this, folks.
You just, now you made me nervous.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you nervous.
No, I just kidding. So you're going to do this. And you can put them in whole. You're going to add ginger, honey.
Oh my goodness, this is so much easier than watching people struggle, right? When you get to the pit and you just see, it's like the hand is there, and then a sharp knife is going in, and then panic ensues.
It's so true. And then you're going to add 2 tablespoons of honey. I just kept this jar because I just want to remind people how lovely honey looks in the jar. It's so good.
And we've got local honey too, right? If you go to the farmers markets, they're all over the place. So good.
Absolutely. Even in your grocers. So you're going to blend that all together. Then you're going to put it on a flat pan in the freezer, the slush. And then you're going to bring it out for about an hour, and then you scoop it back in your blender with 6 ice cubes. And we have a peach slushy. I would have put it in a glass jar, but it's so hot out there. I put it in one of these little thermoses. That was smart. And good idea, if you want to take it on the road, you could do it. You could add orange juice, but what I did was I thought it was Friday. It's not Friday, but it's Thursday, which is like a summer Friday.
Light.
That's what it's called.
That's what I call it. Friday light. Yeah.
Have added a little bit of vodka in there. And that is your summer drink.
And you know what? You could put a little peach or some mint on top and decorate it.
Good idea. Right there.
Hello. Yes. I didn't even know you had mint. That's
hilarious. I have mint. And I could even add a little slice of peach on it, so you're just decorating them. But again, if you want to go on the go, just get one of those thermoses that keep things cold. Maybe they're going to talk about that.
If you go on a picnic, or you're at, go to the park in a picnic, or at the cottage, bring it down to the dock. The good news is, Julie's back for another segment. We're talking summer salads right after this. Don't go anywhere. Hey, welcome back to the show. I have to delay things just for another couple of seconds because Julie Finley is back and she's setting things up for. Oh, there she is. We just got a sneak peek of her. We're doing some summer salads here with Mom in the Know, Julie Finley. All the recipes again, foodlandontario.ca. Just look up TV recipes. All of these recipes and the recipes that you've done here on other shows, they're all there.
Yes.
Right?
It is all there.
Wonderful.
And if you want to know what's in season and you haven't had a chance to go to your local market, go. And if not, look ahead on top on the website. It'll give you what's in season, how to prepare it, how to buy it, and how to store it.
Yeah,
because you want to take advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, when I come on next, we're doing corn the whole way.
It's a whole corn show.
It's a whole corn show.
Oh, you know what? We'll play cornhole and make corn.
I have cornhole.
Do you really?
We do. John made it.
No way.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
you got to send me the
dimensions.
I want to check it out. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So
summer salads.
Summer
salads. Yes.
Sweet summer salads.
Apologies.
The reason I say sweet is because we're going to again take advantage of our nectarines, our peaches, our plums.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Course.
So plums. These little plums. Excuse my reach.
Yeah.
These little plums come in yellow. They also come in red. They're firm to the touch. And you are allowed to touch your fruit. Remember just said in the show
I know,
before.
we were just
but
kidding.
Don't sit there and like squeeze it in there, you know.
Other people are coming behind you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Again, the easiest way to get your pit out is you just kind of slice it around. If you don't, like I like to eat them whole, but I actually have picky kids. The Finley family, they don't like to use their fingers. They're not finger people.
What?
Yeah. You
guys don't do finger food nights or something?
We do finger foods, but they might use a knife and fork to do.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like
I can't wait. Can you invite me when you do nachos with the family with knife and fork? I want to be there.
Okay, maybe they do pick up the nacho.
Right.
You're right. Okay, so that's fair.
I digress.
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a lovely fruit salad.
Okay.
And really all it is I've added 4 cups of everything in season. I've got blueberries, peaches, nectarines, strawberries, and raspberries.
Okay.
And what I've done is I've actually put a half cup of rosé in here, rosé wine.
Okay.
It's a blush colored fruit salad.
Yeah.
And I've added a tiny bit of honey. Just to sweeten it up.
Nice.
So what I've also done ahead is I've made a lovely, so what I'm going to grab my spoon.
There's one right here.
And I've I'm going to scoop some of this into the bowl.
Oh, okay.
So this is going to be just a side. It could be dessert. It could be maybe not breakfast if you're putting wine in it, but if you're just putting a little bit of apple juice. And what I've also gone ahead and made is so quick and easy on the stovetop. I've done a 1/4 cup of oats, and I've also done a half cup of walnuts.
Okay.
And with honey, a little bit of cinnamon, and vanilla. And I've just stirred it until it was a little toasty, about 5 minutes.
Okay.
I took it off, and then I added a few, you could do pumpkin seeds. I did a little humid out today. I did sesame seeds. You're gonna add that on top.
So you got a nice crunch here to go with the softness of the fruit.
And then you've got a dollop of whipped cream.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Love
that
it.
is one super easy summer salad.
I like it.
Okay, and then my next one
We're
is a
going quinoa.
Quinoa. I love quinoa, a little
do too.
ancient thing. Super easy to make. Couscous you could use as well too. That is very easy to make. You don't even have to use a stovetop for too long. I've done a 1.5 cups of quinoa, and it is a quinoa tabbouleh salad.
Oh,
and I'm
nice.
going to add in a 1.5 cups at edamame. And so these come frozen.
Yes.
So you just really are preparing them. You can cook them within the quinoa, but I actually just heated them up on the stove and add a little bit of spice to it.
What do you just boil them for a bit?
You just boil them.
Okay.
Yeah, until they're a bit tender, about a minute, or if you want to put them in the microwave, about 2.5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, with 2 tablespoons of water. Not a lot of water.
Right.
Just
Right.
to cover the bottom. And then I'm going to use 1 cup of just minced parsley. So that idea that it's super chopped up, just over
like
and
a
over.
tabbouleh would be.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
You've got that. And then we've got our lovely fresh green onions. I've done a half cup of those, which is about 2.
And they are beautiful right now, by the way. The local green onions, they are huge.
Lovely.
Like, they look so nice.
You can already smell the freshness of this, which
Is
I'm
that
going
mint
to
too?
add mint.
I thought I smelled mint.
I know.
Yeah.
This is lovely. So again, you can still, there's still some grocery stores and local markets that are selling herbs. So you still have a lot of time left. We have a lovely
And if
September.
you love mint grows like a weed, everybody. It is fantastic.
It's
like
true.
you will not have, if you have trouble growing things and you like mint, this is the thing to do.
You'll be confident in no time.
I say that from experience.
I've gone ahead and used cherry tomatoes. I just love the heirloom ones where it's all different colors. And this is 2 cups, but again, you could take your regular tomatoes and just de-seed them so there's not so much liquid in them. And I'm going to get you to toss that a tiny bit.
Pat, how much time we have? Like 2 minutes?
Okay, good.
2 minutes.
That's okay because I'm almost done. I've got a lime juice. I've got 2 cloves of garlic. I've got a teaspoon of sumac.
Oh,
Lovely little spice there. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Always have good salt around.
Yes.
Canal is a nice local one from Montreal. This one has a tiny bit of spice to it, a little bit of oil. And I'm just going to throw this over, and you are going to mix it together. Well, I introduced you to one other super quick salad, which is a charcuterie salad. So everything you want to put on your charcuterie board, you're going to put into this salad. Sorry, I was cleaning up while I do it. So what I've done ahead is I've got leaf lettuce and I've got some spinach mixed in here.
All right.
Just going to give it a little toss because I didn't put anything in there to toss. I'm going to make my dressing first, but what's on the side that I've already worked is tostados, our little baguettes toasted. I've got pancetta, which is easily done about 2 minutes in the microwave with a paper towel on both sides.
Okay.
And then it's nice and crispy. I've got walnuts. I've got goat's cheese, old cheddar cheese, or you could use any type of local cheese.
Yeah.
There's so many out there. And I've got our berries with these on top because you can eat these stems.
Right, exactly.
So dressing is super easy. We've got 2 teaspoons of balsamic. We've got, I'm gonna let you dress the salad the way you'd
Sure,
like
you want me
it.
to throw this on? Yeah, okay.
Just whatever you like.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've got 2 tablespoons of balsamic. I've got 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. I've got 1 clove of garlic. I have 1 teaspoon of honey, and then I'm just gonna drizzle slowly the oil in so it emulsifies, and that is your dressing. You're just gonna toss that together, or you could do individual ones. You could just you could toss the salad with this dressing, and then you could do individual ones, but I think just so when it's all on top.
How easy is that? Summer salads, courtesy of the lovely Julie Finley. She'll be back near the end of the show, by the way. She's got some great ideas. If you're going for a picnic, you're going to the cottage with the family, we'll be back with talking fireworks right after this.